Prince Harry is carrying on the War of the Wales and continuing his mother Diana's campaign to disrupt Prince Charles' future reign as king, a new book has explosively claimed. Prince Harry is continuing his mother Diana's campaign to disrupt his father Prince Charles' reign, a royal author has explosively claimed. Tina Brown, Vanity Fair editor and author of new book, The Palace Papers, claimed the Duke of Sussex's actions were continuing the War of the Wales. Talking to Marie Claire, Mrs. Brown also described how Megxit had affected the royal family, claiming they were just baffled at why the relationship with the Sussexes had deteriorated. She said, "Meghan got angry so fast, and that's what's rocked the family. They're still reeling and just baffled why it seemed to go wrong so quickly. It's still a source of great pain to them." They were also completely knocked for six when they decided to do the Oprah interview, and now Harry's doing a book. Harry has become a disruptive force in the family. For them, it's like Diana's son is continuing the campaign to disrupt Charles' future reign, and the War of the Wales continues. It's a very destabilizing factor. Ms. Brown suggested that Meghan wanted to have the wealth as well as the stature after being inspired by Michelle Obama. The author also claimed that Harry would have wanted to flee the royal family even if he had never met Meghan. She added, "A very close advisor told me we always knew he would go at some point, he was very unhappy. Even the Queen knew. I really think Harry wanted out, himself." Meghan gave Harry the tools to leave. She understood the world of agents and deals. I mean, this wasn't Harry's world, but suddenly he had in Meghan a very worldly strategist who he decided to trust above all the other advisors. Ms. Brown claims the Sussexes have been struggling since leaving the firm and relocating to California. She said, "They both completely underestimated what it was going to be like to be without the palace platform. The palace has amazing convening power, every major invitation in the world comes through that conduit. All of that is now gone. Meghan doesn't really have a brand, you feel that she is grasping at the Twitter caring of the moment. Vaccinations, Ukraine, women's rights, my 40th birthday, let's have a mentoring scheme. Nothing is really going anywhere for Meghan." He also insisted that he speaks with the Queen about things she can't talk about with anybody else and is making sure she has the right people around her. Harry and his wife Meghan had earlier visited the monarch for supposed olive branch talks at Windsor Castle and met with Charles for just 15 minutes before flying out to Holland for the Invictus Games on what was the couple's first public appearance in Europe together in 2 years. Robert Jobson, who co-wrote the book Diana, Closely Guarded Secret, claimed the Prince of Wales had only agreed to the meeting on the condition that nothing would be said of him whatsoever on American TV. The royal correspondent told GB News, "Prince Charles has reached the end of his tether, they haven't been in contact, and had they have started blurting about that meeting, that would have been the end of it." He said Harry turned up late for the meeting, adding, "All families have problems, but you don't go blurting off to your next-door neighbor as soon as you've had a meeting. Prince Charles thought if these conversations are out in public then I'm not putting up with it, and he's drinking at the Last Chance Saloon." The comments came as royal staff said Harry's self-delusion knew no bounds and insisted the Queen just doesn't deserve this as she celebrates turning 96 today. Buckingham Palace was left reeling after the prince said in the US TV appearance that his special relationship with his grandmother meant she told him things she would keep from others. Harry also risked further fueling the rift with his estranged brother by stating that their mother Diana was watching over him from beyond the grave because she had done her bit with William and his family. His remarks about the Queen prompted an unprecedented intervention from Downing Street, which dismissed Harry's suggestion that the Queen needed extra protection. Asked whether the Prime Minister was confident in the arrangements for ensuring the Queen's welfare, Boris Johnson's spokesman replied, "Yes." The couple stopped off en route to see the Queen at Windsor Castle last Thursday, the first time the Duchess of Sussex has set foot in the UK for more than 2 years. Harry had not seen his grandmother since early last summer. While the palace has refused to comment on the meeting, Harry, who is being accompanied by a film crew from Netflix with whom he has signed a production deal, was happy to chat to a journalist from US network NBC about their private time together. The prince appeared to make a pointed swipe at royal household staff, including the so-called men in grey suits who advise the Queen, and possibly even his own family.